Good day, this is E.T. here, and I'd like to discuss with people something that's very important to men and women in relationships, and that is the problem, universal problem apparently, of erectile dysfunction. Now, there are a lot of, or hundreds probably, of videos on YouTube talking about this subject. I'm making many different recommendations about it, but they seem to miss, because it happens to all of us at some time. I'm 67, it's bound to happen occasionally. I don't expect to be able to perform like a 19-year-old forever, but nonetheless, we all still like making love for as long as we can. That's natural. But what we have to own, there are other understandings about why our sexual relationships may come to an halt, or it becomes slowed down, and that we get erectile dysfunction that may be beyond pills and all the advice that's on the net, and it seems to be something that's missing. They all seem to want to blame or put it down to a failure of the man. Now that is because we're supposed to be auto men, a mechanical device whose penis goes come up at the thought of a woman. It doesn't always work like that. It depends on the sensitivity of a man, how they will react to a woman. And I'm suggesting men who are sensitive towards their woman's feelings, that actually they actually love them, actually feel sensual about them, not just sexual about them, may find difficulty if the woman loses interest in sex, which is perfectly normal. Do not blame her for it. It's perfectly normal and natural for everyone to have cycles or rhythms when they feel like sex or not, especially with women with hormonal cycles. But there's another point that's very, very important, and that is the fact that when men and women initially get together, it's all very exciting and very sexual, it gets on with it and it's all beautiful, and the sex is regular and passionate and hot and all that. But after a while, no woman, or very rarely will a woman, be excited to the same level by the same man permanently. It's impossible, because women are not made to do that. It's not built. Evolution never made them to be perpetually sexual like men. Evolution made it so men are perpetually sexual in their minds, at least, and women are sexual when the hormones drive them to make a child originally. And also the important part is, another thing what needs to be understood, that when you make love with someone, when you find someone you want to make a partner, don't just check out if you like the same TV programs or going on walks along the beach and all that stuff. Find out that your odors are compatible. Does she turn you on blindfolded? Is she giving off the odor that's chemically matched with your own? Well, this is a very, very important factor for keeping the woman aroused. And I believe that many relationships fall down because in the initial, beyond the initial excitement of meeting each other and having a date and getting on with it, the actual chemistry is out of balance, and it's a very important natural phenomenon to understand why, and relate it to why relationships eventually may fail, because the actual chemical odors are out of balance. So therefore the woman or the man will not be equally excited about each other. How they overcome that's patience and learning and understanding and maturing of a relationship. But most of all, being extremely honest without being emotional. Being extremely straight and honest with each other is the best way to deal with that problem. But with erectile dysfunction, as it's called, if women feel obliged to have sex with men in a relationship, maybe more than they would normally want to have sex after a period of time, especially after menopause or times where they feel less sexually inclined, or many other insecurities they go through, which makes them feel less sexually inclined. That's natural. You have to forgive her and understand her for exactly for that. Because when you want to make love with them or have sex with them, but she doesn't feel like it. She's not giving off those pheromones, she's not giving off those sexual odours, which are the things that actually turn you on. Then your erection, though, you'll find the chemistry is not there, and therefore the erection will go. You won't quite know what it is, but that's mostly what it is. And because then it's gone, you think, oh God, I'm impotent. Well, you've created this anxiety. It's hard to first come to terms with, and then you go again, and it happens again, and the anxiety builds up. She then becomes less turned on by you than ever, because she thinks, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm going to embarrass you, and then that negative feelings are reciprocal, they build up, and it makes it ever more difficult. So the best way to overcome it is be very, very honest about it. Understand each other extremely well, that's the most important thing. But on the market, the best thing to overcome it, if you want to keep the relationship going, which is the important part here, this is what this is about, keeping the relationships going with someone you live with and someone you love. The best way is to regain the confidence that the sex act's going to be successful and satisfying. Regain the confidence. To do that is to upmarket products now beyond Viagra that will restore the man's libido and certainly restore their erection. What you do, the man doesn't take these, he does take them, but he hands them to the woman, tell her to read the instructions and said, look, and tell her that you're excited about her, you really love her, you want to eat her, you want to do all those sexual things with her, and it's like the taste of her, and she sexually excites you, but you just got this things happen, this anxiety things happen, and well, you've got to get over it. Tell her to, when she feels like engaging in sex with you in a roused, sensual way, not just to please you, but in herself, when she feels like it, and this is a truth thing, this is about being honest, she tells you when to take the tablets. And then it's anticipation, then it works. She's going to start getting aroused, it might happen. You're going to start to get it, oh, she's going to be aroused. And then when it does happen, there's no hesitation, you're into it, you get on with it, and you've overcome a sort of a psychological barrier to sex. And by doing that, you build up the confidence. And not only that, you've reset some balance in the relationship by being able to do that. And anyway, I thought that might help. Do not do anything in a relationship but be absolutely, totally honest. Not in a angry way or swearing way. You have to be honest in an intellectual way. Take it out of the emotional sphere into the between you and on the table. There's it. Speak about it impartially, objectively, if you can. Learn to do that. That's the important thing. Grow up, face the facts. You've gone impotent. Let's face what, deal with it. Deal with it straight in, look them in the face, by God, and then understanding, knowledge or knowing creates understanding. Creating understanding grows the relationship and rebuilds the love, and then you can overcome these difficulties. And that's the most important thing. It's not just about you can get all fit and all like that, but the anxiety things are men are very, very sensitive. Weak creatures, that's what we are. And once our things fail, then we think we're finished, and we think the woman's going to run off with someone else, and all those feelings, oh God, I'm a loser, can't go up the street anymore, well, that woman run away. But the thing is, deal with it honestly and openly between yourselves, like grown-ups, and then you can deal with it. But remember, respect the woman's sexual rhythms, and respect the fact that sometimes she doesn't want to, and if you try to do it when she doesn't want to, and then it fails, you create your own anxiety, you're creating the anxiety. Thank you. I'll speak more about this in another video to try and elaborate on it more, to clear this dilemma up.